Finally, the day has come. I've been trying to shoot the review on this bike for the last 2 days and it's just been raining. There's still overcast today, about 50% chance of rain. Hopefully I can get done with this review before it starts raining. Anyway, so let's start with the walk around of the bike. Alright, so we'll start from the front. When I went to the dealership, they had all 3 of the colors in, and I really thought this was the best one. Well, I thought the black was the best one in terms of the looks, but we all know riding a black bike, Black Raven as they call it, riding it all outside during the day or especially at night, nobody will be able to see you, so I didn't want to go with the all black. I really like the blue. It kind of shines and it's very easy to see. It's very visible, especially at night. If the light hits it, you know, it'll pop. So I really like it. Anyway, so there's 4 bolts here. As you can see, there's no windscreen right now, but there are a lot of aftermarket windscreens you can get. Some of the sport ones and touring ones, you know, depending on how kind of riding you're going to be doing. We'll do some of the highway riding today.
I believe I can touch the sky.
We'll do some highway riding today, so kind of show you how I feel on the highway on this bike. The brake lever is adjustable, but the clutch lever is not. The clutch is really weird. It engages really far out. As you can see, I have really long hands, so for me it's not a problem. For somebody who's short with small hands, you might need to adjust the clutch from here or there. If you guys want me to do a video on that, how to adjust that, I can do a separate video on that. These damn indicators, see how flimsy they are? I think they just make the bike look really ugly. I would love to get rid of these pretty soon. Only single headlight, low beam, high beam. Dual disc brakes in the front, single disc brake in the back. The exhaust is dual header exhaust, as we know. It's not a 4-cylinder. The exhaust is really quiet. I mean, it's not as quiet as the other reviewers make it seem like. It's not that quiet. I mean, you can hear the bike coming, but yeah, it's not as loud as the aftermarket. That's just to be expected of any bike. Going down here, the filter is right here, all exposed. Yeah, it's a little dangerous if the rocks are hitting it, but you know what? When it comes to servicing your own bike, it can't get easier than that. And here's where you put the fluid in. The oil, replace the filter here. The drain bolt is also on this side, right here. So you can easily do your servicing, at least the oil changes by yourself, no problem. The key goes right here in front of the dash. We'll go to the dash shortly, but it's kind of weird having to put the key in the front of the dash. I'm coming from a Supermoto DRZ 400. Before that, I had a Yamaha R6. So it's just kind of weird to me that you have to put the key in the front, but it's alright. It's kind of looks cool. Alright, moving along. This is new for the 2016. They didn't have these stripes on the 2015 and 14 model. It's alright. I mean, I like it. It'll just, if I decide to spray paint this tank, it'll be a little work. I'll just have to tape this off. But I'm thinking about that. I might spray paint it black and blue, or I don't know, maybe red and blue. I don't know. I haven't decided. I like it as it is right now, but I don't want to get scratches on the stock color on the bike, so I might spray paint it with another color. But this is new for the 16, sorry. Again, the same thing in the back, this damn flimsy indicators. I'm gonna get rid of this whole thing, the tail eliminator, but what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna make one at home. If you guys want me to do a separate video on that, I will do it. I'm gonna go buy the parts today. I'm gonna be using the same plate holder thingy and just get a couple of corner brackets for the top, and just it'll look nice. I have an idea on that. I think it'll come out nice. I'll do a separate video on that if you guys want me to. Of course, chain driven, so you have some chain maintenance there, no problem. I have to say one thing, like the wheels get really dirty, man. It's so dusty right now, and as you can see, it's really bad. So that's going to be a problem, having to clean that on a weekly basis. And this is only from a week, less than a week. I got this bike on Tuesday, and it's Saturday today. So it's already so dusty. But other than that, I think the bike looks great. All right, I put the plate back on. Let's show you guys the dash. I think it's pretty cool. It's very, very advanced from my supermoto that I'm coming from. Those of you who've had an experience on the DRZ 400 supermoto, or any of the DRZs, or any of the other supermotos, you know what I'm talking about. That it doesn't even have damn gas indicator. Like, I don't know how much gas I have on my bike on those supermotos, but it's an experience on those bikes. They're a lot of fun. But anyways, you guys are ready? So when you flip the key, it does this whole thing of back and forth. It's kind of cool. It's a little dirty, sorry about that. But anyways, you get your gas fuel indicator, how much gas you have in the bike. You got your time up here. Right now it's set to air temperature. You can change that to your odometer, how much miles you got on there. As you can see, only have 50 miles right now. And trip 1, trip 2, and this is currently, as I ride, how much miles per gallon I'm getting. And this is on average what I have been getting for the last 50 miles. Whoops, well, that just broke. Wow. All right, whatever. Moving on. And this is the temperature of the bike. And again, the revs are down below here. You have your gear indicator right in the middle, your speed indicator left, indicator right, oil, bike temperature, engine light, high beam, neutral. And this is how you start the bike. You just, so this is the power is out, the power is on. Put it in neutral. Nope. And you just slide it down and it will start. We'll start it in a second. This is the emergency blinkers. Indicators are on this side, left, right. Honk, really shitty honk. High beam, low beam. Flash to pass is back here. That's it. I mean, there's no modes like the FZ-09. I want my bike to have full power at all times. Why do I need modes? I don't want modes, right? I want my full power of the bike all the times. So this doesn't have any of the modes. Let me go pick that up and I'll be right back. What the fuck, man? The hell happened to this thing? Look at that. That was shitty. This is Icros, whatever the fucking name is. Shit, it broke. Anyways, I'm gonna try to glue this together when I get home. I'm gonna put this in my backpack. Look at that puppy. We're out here in Pittsburgh. If you guys are from the Pittsburgh area, leave a comment. And if you ride, we should definitely ride together. It's a nice small city. I'm not originally from Pittsburgh. Originally from New York City. Been to San Francisco for the last year and a half, and now I'm in Pittsburgh. But anyways, alright, so we'll start first. Before we head up, I want to give you the rider's information. I am 6'4", 215 pounds, and as you can see, my knees are pretty bent, but it is very comfortable for me, and my knees come up to here. I mean, yeah, it's supposed to be down here, my knees are up here, but it's very comfortable. I have no problem. The seat is very comfortable. Well, let's hear the exhaust actually. Oh, before I put my bike down, let me kick the kickstand on. Alright, so turn it on. Does the whole flickery thing, and you push this down. Yes, it's quieter than the aftermarket exhausts, but that's the whole point of buying those exhausts, right? If these weren't quiet, there will be no aftermarket exhausts. Why would anybody want to buy them if these stock ones are not quiet? Anyways, as you can see, a lot of get up and go. Go out this way. Say hello to the doggy. Hey doggy. Alright, so let's get to it. Very, very nimble. You can throw this bike around anywhere you want. It's a very comfortable ride. The seat is very comfortable, but I slide around in the bike a lot. It could be because I'm wearing jeans. If you wear leather gear, you won't have that problem. But it's very comfortable and very, very nimble. All the people that have said that, it's true, guys. It's no joke. And the torque down low, the wheel just wants to come up in second and first gear easily. But third gear, you might have to play with the clutch a little bit. There's not much power wheelies in third, but first and second, no problem. Cool car, huh? First and second, no problem. As you can see, it's got a lot of get up and go. It can beat anything on the road for the first maybe 100 miles. Any car, I'm saying. For a liter bike, you can beat it to 60, but you might have some problem beating it to 100 because you'll have to shift. But anyways, it's got a lot of power at all times, at all the revs. I mean, it's a great roadster, right? If you're looking to bike to kind of cruise around on these streets, if you live in an urban area, this is the bike to get. Oops, I'm supposed to be on that side. This is the bike to get. You have all the power down low. You don't have to rev it up like the R6 I had. Oh, see, that's my problem. The honk and the indicator are so close together that I always accidentally hit it. They should have moved it a little bit. It's a pain, but I guess I'll get used to that. The mirrors are kind of useless. You can't see much from them. My arm is blocking half of the way. I'm going to be ordering some aftermarket mirrors. I can do a video installation of that, but they're pretty useless. It's like up to this, I can't see anything on the other side. See, my arm is covering it. We'll make a U-turn here and get on the freeway to downtown Pittsburgh. We'll do a quick ride on some bumpy roads to show you guys how comfortable the bike is and show you some freeway ride. And make sure the GoPro is still on. It is. Alright. Let's do a U-turn here. See how easy that was? How easy was that, man? Dang. Let's do a quick highway run here. Woo! Right? Look at that. It's just so easy. Man. If you live in Pittsburgh, I don't know why people just get so slow right before the tunnel. There's a tunnel right here a couple miles up, and there's another tunnel in Squirrel Hill, and when people get like a mile, 2 miles from the tunnel, everybody just hits the brakes and they slow down. Why? Maybe somebody can help me from Pittsburgh. Why do we do that? I'm from New York City, and we have a few tunnels there, a lot of bridges, just fucking go right through. I don't know if you guys can hear the exhaust, because I can. Even with the earplugs on, I can still hear it. I guess most of it is the induction noise, but there's still some exhaust notes I can hear. Yeah, it's not that quiet. I think my supermoto exhaust was quieter than this. But aftermarket exhaust will liven this bike up, of course. I mean, there are some exhausts. I really like the M4. It makes it sound like a damn Harley. And even more like a V8 actually. And it's such an awesome sound, man. And it's going for about 400. It's kind of affordable, kind of not, depending on what kind of budget you're working with. We'll do a video on it when I do get it, because you have to cut the exhaust. Stock exhaust right now, it's all one piece. So you have to cut it right after the welding point and stick the M4 and tighten it down. But because it's slip on, of course you can get the full exhaust, and they're pretty expensive. It's like $800 to $1,000 depending on which one you want. But I did like a quick search on the aftermarket parts in general, what kind of parts are available. There is a lot of parts on this bike. I mean, it came out in 2014 and it just blew up. Like, everybody wanted this bike, and everybody still wants this bike. So if there's people who want the bike, there are going to be aftermarket parts for that bike. So there are a lot of options. You can turn this bike into a sports bike. You can get clip-ons on this bike, so you can get rid of the handlebar and you'll go from here to down here and put a windscreen on, and you got yourself a nice little sports bike where you'll lean down a lot more. I'm 6'4", as I said earlier, and I am basically sitting upright. I am not leaning forward at all, and my arms are really long, that's why. But if you're a short rider, yeah, you'll have a little bit of lean, but nothing like an R6 or a leader bike. I'm comparing it to an R6 because that's the super sport I have owned. I have not owned a leader bike yet, so I am comparing the riding style to that bike. I guess this is also comparable to the Supermoto. It's got a very Supermoto feel. The handlebars, this upright seating position, the maneuverability, it's just so nimble like the Supermotos, and I really like that. I wanted, because the only thing that I complained about Supermoto was the speed. It's just so, there's no top speed on that bike, and I was doing a lot of highway riding in California, and I really didn't enjoy that. And this bike gives me that. It has the speed and the comfort of a Supermoto. That's perfect for me. That's why I bought this bike. It's just, if you're looking for a bike that's comfortable, maneuverable, and it's got get up and go with the red light, and you're not going to be doing a lot of straight runs, this is a good bike. If you're going to be doing a lot of straight runs and a lot of top speed runs, you want more of a leader bike, or even a super sport, a 600 super sport. This is not your bike for that. This bike is more of twisties. That's where it feels at home. Twisties, local streets, city area, not urban areas. Not suburban, like where there's just straight roads. If you live somewhere like down in Texas and just straight roads, this might not be the right bike for you. Hey, welcome to Pittsburgh, the Steel City, baby. There's the stadium of the Steelers. There's the PNC Park over there. Steelers over there. Woo! See, this is where a bike feels good, man. Just go right out on the twisties. That's what this bike was made for. That's what this bike is made for, man. It's not made for no straight roads. It's so much fun riding in urban areas on this bike. If you guys can leave your questions down below in the comment section, and I will try to address all of them in my long-term review video. Look at this. This is a perfect example. Yes, you can hear it in my voice. Yes, it's pretty bumpy, but you know what? It's not jarring. I'm okay with it. It's nothing. It's fairly comfortable, I want to say. It's not that bad. Oh yeah, so the clutch. So here, let me stop right here, and I'll show you what I mean about the clutch, right? So now, see how long my hands are, right? Now watch the clutch. Not engaged, not engaged, and engaged. That's like almost at the end of the damn throw. If you got short hands, you're gonna need to adjust that. And like I said, I can make a video on that if you guys want me to, how to adjust the clutch. It's pretty simple, but you want to be careful too. Well, anyway, here's the PNC Stadium. if you folks have never been to Pittsburgh. We'll do a quick ride around the stadium. It is, I have to admit, it's a damn clean stadium. I'm from New York City and I've been to plenty of Yankees games, home games, and the new stadium is nice, but this stadium, damn, it is clean. It's a really nice stadium. I like it a lot. I have yet to go to a game here, but I might do a vlog of that game if I come, or when I come. I will come for sure, but it's just a matter of when. And I'll do a vlog on this stadium. It's a beautiful stadium, guys. You gotta see it for yourself. PNC, home of the Pittsburgh Pirates. Get back on the highway, going back. Hopefully we'll catch a nice highway run here now, where I can show you guys what it feels like to be riding this bike on the freeway without a windscreen. Shifting on this bike is nuts. It's crazy. It's just like the tire just squealed right there. It's really harsh engine braking, man. It almost makes you want to throw you off the bike. Oh yeah, you can get up on this bike too. Haha! I'm telling you, this bike feels like a supermoto, man. It's like a supermoto. It's so much fun. Come on, everybody. Let's speed this up. Come on, everybody. Let's speed this up. Hello. Do you feel me? I am trying to do a review for the FZ-07. Come on, everybody. Alright fellas, I'm going 50 right now, and I feel the wind, but it doesn't feel like it's going to throw me off the bike. Right, so let's get a little faster. Going 68, 69, going 69, and yeah, I feel the wind, but it's hitting you everywhere. That's the thing. Like, if it was hitting me just in one spot, that it's just like throwing me off the bike, that would be scary. But it's hitting me on the legs, hitting me on my chest, my head, everywhere, and I don't feel like I'm getting thrown off the bike. Yeah, it'll get tiring after, you know, an hour or so. It will definitely get tiring, but it's not bad. It's very comfortable. It's very comfortable. It'll be the best if you throw a windscreen on there, even a small one. It'll help a lot, but it's not bad as it is. I have no problem whatsoever. But stay tuned, guys. I'm gonna be doing a lot of reviews. I have partnered up with a couple of the local dealerships, and we will be doing a lot of reviews on new motorcycles and used motorcycles. So hit the subscribe button down below. Leave a comment to what you guys want to see in this channel. If you guys have any questions about the FZ-07, leave a comment down below, and please do like the video if you want to see more reviews and more riding on my FZ-07. Please do hit the subscribe button. Again, I really appreciate that. Appreciate the love, fellas. Show some love. Alright guys, well, that's it for me today. I'll catch you guys on the next one.